In fact, as many of you might have seen me in several forums, I'm so passionately attached with the Federation of Asia Biotech Associations, even though they call me as an advisor on international affairs. But I consider myself as a volunteer to do a little bit of myself. Completely inspired by Professor Redana Garu, who is actually the founder director of this very noble association. He's the Dean of Life Sciences in Hyderabad Central University. He has been a mentor for all of us for a long time, almost a couple of decades. That's the binding point for all of us. Thank you, Dr. Jagdish. As he told, yeah, I also represent the Federation of Pharma Entrepreneurs, being the chairman of AP Telangana and also on the national board as senior vice president. Industry academia collaboration, we are talking about it. Thank you, sir, Professor Sabat Samrat El Sabatji, and your colleague, Professor Bindu Madhav Reddy Garu. In fact, HU has been in the forefront. I'll tell you a small example. Many of us think, why an industry and economy collaboration? You'll be surprised to know that India is doing around 26-27 billion dollars of exports, and equally around 20 equally in the domestic output also. The largest selling drug in the world by Merck, the Keytruda, we call, that itself, the sale of the drug itself is around $26 billion already. Just imagine the power of a molecule, power of an invention, power of an innovation, or innovation which lead to a commercial project, ultimately help the mankind. That is where the academia comes into fore. So being the representative of the industry here and also as our association partner, I need to share a few of the stats also. While India is the largest provider of generic drugs globally, we keep on telling you about this for a long time. Indian pharma industry is currently ranked third in terms of volume and supplying to more than 215 countries. Even during COVID time also, our mettle of Indian pharma industry has been proved, not only supplying the life-saving drugs, but also the necessary vaccines also to more than 150 countries. We proved the West wrong that eventually during that severe pandemic times, we had our own indigenously developed vaccine and self-sufficient for all of us, 130 billion people. And then we carried forward our contribution to the global healthcare by supplying to 150 countries. Generic drugs, over-the-counter medications, bulk drugs, vaccines, contract research, manufacturing, biosimilars, biologics are some of the major segments of the Indian pharma industry. But we talk about the biosimilars and biotechnology also, bioeconomy as a whole we talk. And if you take only Indian pharma alone, we are for sure to reach already $65 billion this year, 2024 and 2025. And most likely we expect to reach 130 billion turnover by 2030. And we are expecting around 450 billion by 2047. This is our, and India is among the top 12 destinations for biotechnology worldwide, this which we are talking about. The third largest destination for biotechnology in Asia Pacific. The country holds, as Professor Redana sir has told, 3 to 5% of the global biotechnology industry. We are small in number now, but with the initiatives like FABA and academia, HU, like initiatives happening all around, we are definitely go leaps and bounds in the future. Indian bioeconomy is valued at 137 billion US dollars now, and we aim to achieve around 300 billion by 2030. We are talking about the bioeconomy. Biosimilars market in India is estimated to grow at a compounded CAGR of 22%, because we are making major strides here to become 12 billion by next year. And this would represent almost 20% of the total pharmaceutical market in India. And also the biotechnology industry comprises, as you said, I need to elaborate this. Let's not confuse between just basic pharmaceuticals and the biopharmaceuticals. the bioeconomy as a whole gamut of biopharmaceuticals, bioservices. For example, we talk about innovations in agri-tech also, food and agri-tech also come in this way. And bioagriculture, as I said to you just now, the bioindustry and the bioinformatics as well. The IT, I think you know how good we are at IT in Telangana, and also how good we are at chemistry. I keep telling in several forums why we have a bright future in the, for our industry, for India and Telangana also in particular, because we have great scientists in chemistry and we have great technologists in electronics, the digital technology. Professor Sabat himself is a qualified electronics engineer, but contributing to the biotechnology. So the integration of the digital technology and the biotechnology is so much in the future. As Professor Redana sir gave just an example, to read a human, you don't require to do a lot of tests, okay? Just imagine a chip introduced into the body and the whole gamut of the life cycle of the human will be studied with the integration of the digital technology. So the complete, the paradigm of healthcare is going to change in the future. The traditional healthcare is going to change. We are going to have more of a personalized medicines and personalized, prevention is more occupying than the cure. We are not going to wait till the disease comes. So we are already preventing the disease by studying, you are talking about the gene therapy and cell therapy. Just like Aadhaar card, you will have the entire gene of the human will be studied, and you will be assessed in the next 10 years what you are going to get, what kind of diseases you might have to get in the future. So that will be preempted. So the life sciences is completely changing, the healthcare gamut is completely changing. Now we are talking about that more on the biotechnology. As I already told, we have a market size of Indian pharmaceutical industry. We are talking about the biosimilars market also in the future is going to evolve in the future. And what we are talking about, the contribution of the FABA and the HU together, Hyderabad Central University, the Professor Redana has already briefed you. The three whale tank, you must be wondering what is the whale tank. You all know the Shark Tank. We keep seeing the TVs. This is much bigger than those innovations. We are very confident the kind of innovations taking place in this sphere are going to rule the business and going to rule the economy of the India and show a path to the world also. So we are very confident. Few of the innovations, I think my colleagues will explain to you also what are being showcased in the whale tank, and all over India and some from abroad also they have come forward to showcase their innovations as startups. And then on the third day, on the 18th, we have an innovation summit also. So all of the drug discovery workshop, very unique workshop is happening already. It started on 3rd of August and it will be continuous till 16th. I think these are the innovations taking forward the role of the Indian pharma and the biotechnology together very positively. As I told you in the beginning, a small innovation in the laboratory will pave a way to make it commercialized, to be a big economy force by itself and contribute to the national economic growth also. And the kind of awards which you have been instituted and giving to the CAR-T therapy has evolved from a university, IIT Powai. I met the professor also last time in a couple of months back. He was in Hyderabad, and they are going to felicitate him with this award also. So these are going to contribute to the industry to find the new molecules and turn them to the big commercial opportunities also. So ultimately, the man can get more benefited. And we are open for a Q&A and over to